Okay, so I didn't have my phone on me at the time, but I was hanging out with Bruno the alien yesterday, and he was talking to me about some things. He's like, "Don't let anything get you down." He said, "Keep your spirits up." He said, "Stay high vibrational." He's like, "Don't get depressed over that girl or none of that." And then, yeah, he was talking to me about the entity attachments. He said that I had entities that were just feeding off of my energy. He's like, yeah, whenever you get depressed, those fourth dimensional astral entities, they can just they love that when you get down, and they feed off of it. They're like energy vampires or parasites. We were talking about that for a while, and then I'm like, yeah. He said, if you could see them, they look like spiders, probably, and just like really nasty stuff. I'm like, oh dang! I told him, yeah, I couldn't see them, but I could hear them. The demons, they were saying, hey, just take another line. So that I listened to them. I just did it all. I'm like, woohoo! In such a short amount of time too. I was like, boom, 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 boom. I was getting like really, I was getting really fast. I kind of like that feeling of speeding up. But anyway, I'm trying to remember what the guru said. He was saying that for the past 10 years, he's just kind of isolated himself, and he's just been intensely studying and doing research to try and figure out this matrix. And he said that's cost him a few things, that there's a price to pay for doing that, and now he doesn't even think about girls or something anymore. He's like elevate. He's like a guru. I don't know. Yeah, he's a very high vibrational person, and I can't feel his energy from here because he lives like about a mile that way. He said for an ascended master, he can affect anyone within like a 30-mile radius. So yeah, so I'm just like feeling Bruno's vibes right now. It's very strong, and that's why he goes barefoot, because he's anchoring for the grid of this town and stuff like that. So yeah, Bruno the alien, he's very very. He's like God almost. The vintage preacher. I think he might actually be God. I was just wondering, that would be cool if Bruno the alien and the vintage preacher could meet. Speaking of which, I need to hit up the vintage preacher and see if I could do a meeting with him, because I want to talk to the vintage preacher about hell. I want to watch that Art Nasak video, because Art Nasak is like, oh, I'm not afraid of hell. It doesn't exist. But then I was talking to the vintage preacher. He's like, hell does exist, and it's very hot, and it's very dark, and you don't want to go there. And then, yeah, the vintage preacher was kind of fear mongering me a little bit, so I sort of want that experience again, because I'm getting back into Satanism, where like I just focus on like hell and demons and the devil and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm going to talk to the vintage preacher about. He's like, oh, come on, Frosty. Do we have to discuss that? That's like the bad side of reality. I just want to focus on heaven and the good vibes. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm doing a collab with the vintage preacher. Stay cool. Don't be a fool. Frosty out.